I was reading the Wall Street Journal yesterday, and I came across this headline that said digital advertising in the past year had grown 36%. It went on to explain that part of that was because advertisers really cut back during 2020 as a result of the pandemic, but then kicked in very heavily in 2021. They went on to say that it was projected to grow from $566 billion in 2022 to $700 billion in 2025, and that represented a 23% growth. So it isn't going to keep up with the pace that it did in the last year, but it was going to continue to grow. And as I looked at that, I thought, they don't know. They really don't know about the digital revolution 3.0. And let me give you something that you can relate to. What was the number one, number two, number three commercials on TV 10 years ago? And I think you would say they were car companies, they were fast food, and what are they today? Car companies aren't on there except just your local dealership. But what they are today is lawyers, politicians, and gutter guards. The big advertisers have deserted television. And what I'm telling you is they're going to leave Google and Facebook over the next 5 years because somebody is going to give them more targeted advertising. And I'm going to share with you in this video what I learned in the past 14 days that made that so apparent to me. And it's all about a t-shirt. What I want you to know, though, this is not financial advice. This is financial education. What I strive to do is to look around and see what's happening and give you an insight as to what's going to happen next. I've been around for a long time. I'm a retired financial advisor. I've been in this business a long time. I know how Wall Street works, but I also know I can't beat them at their game. They control the roulette table. They control the blackjack table. I got to go to the poker table where I can be smarter and I can play a long game. This is financial education. Let's talk about what's going to happen to Facebook and Google if they don't adapt.
Best of Us Investors presents Carrie Griegmeyer.
Facebook and Google have been successful at target advertising based on the data that they have collected from you and I over the last, 30 years, okay? We know that. All right. What we know, though, is the infrastructure is all built of the internet. It's all there, and it's about to change. I learned this. We went to the Indy 500 a week ago Sunday, and there were 350,000 people there. We were there Saturday and Sunday. The race was on Sunday. On Saturday, we walked around the displays, the garages, the infield. In IndyCar racing, there are only two engines used, Chevrolet and Honda. Both of them had a very elaborate display of cars and trucks and whatever on the infield. I was particularly interested in the Chevrolet because we own a Corvette, a 69 Corvette, and I've followed Corvettes for years. My wife owns a Porsche. So we were very interested. As we approached, there was a kiosk and a young man on a microphone, and he was saying, we just opened up some boxes of T-shirts, and if you'd like a T-shirt, come over here and fill out this format or scan your phone and fill out this questionnaire, and we'll give you a free T-shirt. Well, both Aiden and Nita, here's a picture of them in the stands, wanted a T-shirt. So they went over, Aiden went over, assisted his grandmother in filling out the application or the questionnaire, and they ended up with this T-shirt. It says Chevrolet Motorsports And then on the back, it has a profile of various Chevrolet cars and trucks and whatever. So both Aiden and Nita gave up their data. Well, what data did they give up? The basic, the name, the address, the email address, the phone number, the cell phone number. But then they asked some questions. When were you born? Nita was born in 1945. What kind of car do you currently drive? She drives a 911 Porsche convertible Carrera. How old is it? How many miles has it? It's an '04, and it has over 96,000 miles on it. Are you anticipating trading it in anytime? 0 to a year, 2 years, the rig. So she said maybe 1 year to 2 year. I'm not so sure about that. But anyway, they got the data. They got the same data on Aiden. Aiden's 17 years old. He drives a Jeep. Okay? So they got the data. What are they going to do with that? But first, you got to know that every Indy race, every NASCAR race, every car show, everything that Chevrolet's involved with, they're going to have that kiosk, and they're going to be giving away T-shirts. What are they doing? They're going to cut Amazon and Google out of the equation. How are they going to do that? What's going to happen is within the next couple of weeks, Nita's going to get an email. It's going to be from Chevrolet. It's going to have her name in the front line. Hey, Nita, glad to see that you made it to the Indy 500. They'll use her name 3 times in that email. They'll speak to her the fact that she has a Porsche that she may be interested in trading in. They'll give her a trade-in value. They'll then say, we think we have the perfect vehicle for you. Would you like to see it? Click here. They will take her to a video. And in that video, it will be presented by a woman over 55 years of age. They won't spend a lot of time on the nuts and bolts of the Corvette. They're first going to show her how easy it is to get in, how nice the cup holder is, where her purse can go, how convenient the dashboard is, how easy it is to read and push the buttons and make everything work, and how comfortable the car is, and how the seats go up and how they're heated. Then they're going to show her where her groceries would go and where her dry cleaning would go. Then they will open the hood, talk a little about the engine, and then take her for a nice drive. Now, Aiden will get a different email. It'll have his name and all and everything in it, but it's going to talk about the nuts and bolts. And it's going to be presented. The video is going to be about a 25-year-old gearhead that'll get him in that car and show him how that sucker flies. That video will be specific to the 2 different videos for the 2 different people. They will then say, would you like to see the variation in the prices of the models? They'll click on that. They'll take them to a pricing page. Pick the model you want. Now let's build the car. So they'll go on to that adaptation they have, that you can pick the color, you can pick the interior, you can pick the wheels. You've seen it before. Then they will say, are you familiar with the dealers in Birmingham, Alabama? And in Aiden's case is in Atlanta, Georgia. And they'll introduce them to the dealerships. Then they will introduce them to the salespeople. They will show a picture and a bio of every one of the salespeople. They will be able to pick which salesperson they would like to speak with. Do they want to set up an appointment now, or would they like to receive a phone call? That is what this T-shirt is all about. That is how Chevrolet is going to move away from from Facebook and Google. That's what it's all about. As Jeff Bezos said many years ago, we will be replaced. Something will come along that appeals more to the consumer, and we will be replaced unless they adapt. Okay, is this just relative to the car companies? No. No. Everybody who has a brain in their head is trying to figure out, how do we get more targeted? How do we speak to our clientele? Why do you think McDonald's is trying to get you to order your hamburgers through their app? To eliminate that girl who takes your order in the little box? No. It's to track you. It's to gather data on you so they can eliminate Facebook and Google. It's coming. Why do you think in the near future you will walk into Home Depot? And I only spend money in two areas, Home Depot and Nike shoes. I will walk into Home Depot and they will offer me a $10 in-store coupon for today's purchases if you will fill out this form. And they will, in essence, give me a t-shirt. So, is this something that's going to happen? It's going to happen, and then it's going to take it one step further. Once they have this information, once they know you and 10 million people like you, they will be able to predict within 5% whether Nita is going to buy a new Corvette, whether Aiden is going to buy a new Corvette, or whether they're going to eat at McDonald's today. They will know, because artificial intelligence will compare millions of people who are like and unlike Nita and Aiden and gain the predictability of what they're going to do. They will know what they're going to do before Nita and Aiden know they're going to do it, because artificial intelligence and machine learning will give them the predictability. Now what they got to do is lock them in, okay? And that is going to be done by creating a community. You know, here locally, we have a Corvette club. I don't know if it is or it isn't backed by Corvette, but the Corvette Club International, which is going to be a Discord, which will evolve into a metaverse, is going to be funded by Corvette, by Chevrolet. They will create a community. Once they know who you are and what your interests are, they aren't going to let you out of their grasp. That's what's going to happen. It's target advertising, and then it's identifying the community, what the community wants, and giving it to them. I have two companies that I am totally loyal to: American Express and Amazon. Why? Because anytime I have a problem, they take care of me. They communicate with me on a regular basis. They ask me what I want. If somebody charges something that I don't like, I can go to American Express and say, I returned the goods, or they mischarged me, and they will take it off my account. If I buy something, and I have, from Amazon, and I don't like it, I merely wrap it back up into the box and take it to UPS and send it back. That is the posture that Chevrolet is going to adopt. That's the posture that McDonald's is going to adopt. And if Google and Facebook do not get in the t-shirt business, they're out of business. So, what do you do as an investor? What do I do as an investor? I got to figure out who the software company is that is going to give me the management, give Corvette, Chevrolet, the management of this massive amount of data that they're going to collect, that they're going to be able to so specifically target market. Is it HubSpot? Is it SAP? Is it Oracle? Is it Salesforce? I have a tool, and that's Seeking Alpha. I will go to my Seeking Alpha, and I will research each of these companies. I will then go to their websites, and I will dig in, and I will find out which one of these companies is McDonald's, is Home Depot, is Chevrolet, is Ford, is Mercedes, is BMW. Which are they going to use to implement their T-shirt business? That's where it's going. That's what I'm all about. I do not care about inflation. I do not care about interest rates. I don't care about what the market is doing today. What I want to know is what Jeff Bezos said a number of years ago. Who's going to replace him? And how are they going to replace him? And what is it going to look like? And that's what this channel is all about. That's what Kerry Grinkmeyer is all about. See, I have an advantage. I've been around for 77 3/4 years. I've seen all this before. I remember when the lady used to come on TV for Wendy's and say, "Where's the beef?" You don't see Wendy's on the commercials anymore. They're target marketing. And they're going to continue to target marketing, and the digital revolution 3.0 will take them there. And in order to do it, they got to get in the T-shirt business. All right. I think that's so much fun. This is what I love to do. I love to see what's going to happen in the future, be ahead of it, and share it with you. If you want some more information, if you think this is valuable, if you think this is different, if you think this could make a difference in your life, I want you to do 2 things, maybe 4 things. I don't know. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like the video. And then I want you to make a commitment to come to our tribe. Right here, go to bestofusinvestors.com. You'll find there a link to our Discord. And that's where we meet. That's where we talk. That's where we exchange ideas. And that's where you'll gain an advantage on how to make money in the stock market. And not only that, now that you know what's going to happen, maybe you're going to say, I need to get in the T-shirt business. Or maybe you're going to say, I need to learn more about Discord so I can go to the companies in my community and I can help them do what Chevrolet is doing. Maybe that's your gig. I don't know. But what I want you to do is think about it. And I want you to get rid of that roommate in your head that says, I can't be another Jeff Bezos. I can't be another Mark Zuckerberg. Hell yes, you can be. All you got to do is think outside the box and take your ideas and come to a tribe of like-minded people and build your dream. That's what I'm here for, to help you build your dream. Talk to you again tomorrow. This is fun.